Thank you. Encik Zairul Q. Johari, the CEO of Penang Institute, Professor Dato Dr. Wu Weng Tai, Executive Director of Penang Institute, Penang State Assembly Speaker, Dr. Abdul Halim, the speaker, eminent speaker with us today, Nobel Peace Laureate, Dr. Rajendra Pachauri. Let's bid him a warm welcome to Penang. And all the good people of Penang gathered here, those who are concerned about both the environment and sustainable development. Very good afternoon to everyone. Thanks to Dr. Pachauri's work with the United Nations IPCC, or Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, which was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 2007 with former US Vice President Al Gore, environmental issues have become a high priority in the world today. It is beholden on all humanity to ensure that we do not squander away the wealth of our earth, especially for the sake of our future generations. I always like to say that we do not inherit the earth, but merely borrow it from our children. It is our sacred duty to return it to our children better than when we were first entrusted to it. All over the world, sustainable development is becoming something of a mantra. Here in Penang, sustainable development has not only been our commitment, but also our guiding principle. Penang's vision of the future is a cleaner, greener, safer, and healthier Penang, as only then can we be number one in Malaysia. Penang is the first state in Malaysia to join global cities around the world to ban the giving of free plastic bags. It was a controversial risk which the state government took, not only against the plastic industry, but also against a deeply entrenched affinity, or I would say even love for plastic bags. If you look at those who are not really of sound mind, what do they collect if not plastic bags? Though resisted at the beginning, it has now become a source of pride for all Penangites as they tow their environmentally friendly shopping bags everywhere. After the success of our No Free Plastic Bag campaign, we have taken a step further by also banning the usage of polystyrene containers last year. We have also introduced no smoking zones, car-free Sundays, introduced a conservation surcharge, introduced a water conservation surcharge to reduce water wastage, and managed to achieve the highest recycling rate in the country at 24% by 2012, far surpassing the country's recycling rate target of 20%, which is 7 years from now by 2020. To encourage healthy lifestyles, we have hosted numerous events, from triathlons to the unique 4-stage Penang Run over hills and flatlands that will take place over 4 separate occasions with a total distance of 77 kilometers around the island. At the same time, Penang aims to be the first cycling state in Malaysia, with the construction of around the island bicycle lane, as well as over 200 kilometers of cycling tracks across the mainland. In our drive to ensure a cleaner, greener, healthier and safer Penang, we have also made hard decisions against big business, such as closing down the Lee Rubber Factory in Paya Trubung, once the largest rubber processing facility in Malaysia, that emitted a foul smell complained by residents over 25 years, but which this new government finally managed to do it last year. Our efforts have received some recognition. We are now the most livable city in Malaysia and 8th most livable in Asia. We have also been selected as the number 4 top place for retirement in the world, becoming the only Asian city on the top list. In order to further promote our green policies, we have also established the Penang Green Council in 2011. The Penang Green Council seeks to enable, empower, and enrich all stakeholders to practice sustainable development that protects the environment and quality of life. In Malaysia, only Penang has a set of government-driven incentive schemes that provides a platform for schools, business, or private sectors that are genuinely promoting sustainable living to showcase their green products, services, and technologies, as well as house-to-house education for the communities. In creating low-carbon sustainable environment, the state government has also provided free bus services around the inner city, Georgetown Heritage Enclave. We have also extended these free bus services to park and ride services across the Penang Bridge, to and fro between Seberang Perai, the Bayan Lepas Free Industrial Zone, and Balik Pulau. Unfortunately, public transport is a sole prerogative of the federal government. Traffic congestion has a direct result of underinvestment by the federal government in public transport and basic infrastructure, as well as mind-boggling situation of having more vehicles than people in Penang, 2.3 million registered vehicles compared to 1.6 million people in Penang. And this lack of investment in public transport has also resulted in a public transport modal share of 3% statewide and only 8% in Georgetown. In an effort to try to improve public transport usage, the state government has thought outside the box by offering 10 million ringgit every year to the federal government to provide free bus services throughout Penang during peak hours. But this money offer was even rejected by the federal government for reasons that we all clearly know. In that respect, we have no choice but to build highways and roads, much as we like to move people and not vehicles. For all these green efforts, in 2012, Penang has been nominated as the first small city to join the Climate and Clean Air Coalition to reduce short-lived climate pollutants, an environmental initiative aligned to the UNEP. These are still baby steps, as many aspects of environmental policies are under the prerogative of the federal government, such as renewable energy. Now, we hope that we'll be able to formulate and implement more policies that will bring greater benefit to our environment and, of course, to the people. But of course, green environmental policies are only one side of the coin. Sustainable development must also come along with a sustainable economy. In this respect, we have adopted a three-pronged strategy to encourage the setting up of a clean, high-tech, high-skilled, knowledge-based industries by multinational corporations and also, of course, by SMEs. And these efforts have borne some fruit when 4 out of the 6 National SME Innovation Awards in 2012 were won by Penang SMEs. At the same time, we also recognize that sustainable development is inextricably linked to the question of energy. In an effort to ensure efficient and sustainable energy usage, our recently launched Penang Paradigm 2013 to 2023 blueprint has proposed that all future medium and high-cost developments should seek to be GBI certified. GBI means Green Building Index. Today, the government as well as the private sector must not see environmental care as an additional cost to development. Rather, it should be seen also as an investment. The competition to be the best must not be at the expense of Mother Earth, because if the environment is damaged, there will be no winners in the end. Hence, Penang is firmly committed towards the global effort to conserve the environment that is best exemplified by the work of pioneers such as Dr. Pachauri and the IPCC. Penang has in recent years participated in the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association Climate Change Networking Committee in Cancun, Mexico, the Gwangju Initiative at the International Solid Waste Association World Congress in Korea, as well as many other cities. And we are the only state that takes active participation internationally in these green conferences. These international initiatives helps to motivate and sustain our effort to build a cleaner, greener, safer and healthier Penang. Sustainable development is a primary responsibility of good governance to prepare the future for the young. Today, we are proud to forge an invaluable bond of friendship with Dr. Pachauri and IPCC, and I'm confident that his lecture today will further inspire us towards the greater mission to preserve our environment. And of course, the beginning of a new partnership between Dr. Pachauri and the IPCC with the state government of Penang. Thank you very much.
Thank you, YAB Lim Guan Eng, for your opening speech.